Site Lite 100 laser bore sighting system. When you get the package home, you're going to open it up here. We'll give a little walkthrough of what's in the box. Basically, you're going to open it up, and inside here, let's get this organized a little bit. You're going to have the laser bore sighting system itself, which is pretty simple. It comes with batteries pre-installed. Simple on-off switch here will turn it on. And then at the tail end here, you've got these, what they call their O-ring system. And in the box, you're going to see a bunch of these O-rings here, which fit a variety of calibers. There's also a couple of different adapters here, a rifle adapter, and then there's also a shotgun adapter here also. This piece here on the end is going to be probably, if you're putting a new scope on and you're trying to get a bore sighted in, what this does, your first step is going to be aligning your crosshair so it's perfectly vertical and horizontal to the plane of your rifle. And that's what this adapter here is for. When you put this on, it turns the dot into a flat edge laser. And what you do is they provide a target here. So what you're going to do, and you won't see it here, and I'll put in some supplemental video, it shows a little bit better. But you're going to basically tweak your scope until you've got it aligned vertically. You've got your crosshairs aligned vertically and horizontally. The cool thing is on this target, they actually provide a level. And also in the package, when you're ready to start bore sighting, you've got this target here. And what you're going to do, let me take this adapter off. You're going to find the appropriate O-ring adapter for your caliber. You're going to insert this into the barrel. And another nice thing is this adapter part here is also magnetized. So as it slots in, it's a very tight fit, but it's also magnetized. So once you've got it in, it's going to stay. It's not going to fall out, which I think is a very cool thing. And then what you're going to do is, according to your instructions, you're going to set up your rifle 25 feet away. And you're going to put the laser in the center of the target there. And then you're going to adjust your windage and elevations on your scope so it meets the crosshair here. Because you're only 25 feet away, that's why there's the difference. And that's critical. You're not going to target the laser and your scope crosshairs here. Like I said, laser point's going to go there, crosshairs there. And again, this is set up at 25 feet according to their instructions. And once you go through those steps, keep in mind, it's not going to, you're not going to be able to install this and do the basic bore sighting and expect to walk out to your range or walk out the door and go hunting and be zeroed in. You still have to take it out to the range to finish your final zeroing in. In my case, as an example, I used this on my new SIG 522 22 rifle and went through their instructions, took it out to the range. And I think my groupings, just my first 3 shots, I was about 2 to 3, maybe 4 inches off my bullseye. So basically, just keep in mind what this is going to do. It's going to get you on paper, hopefully, and then you're just going to have to adjust from there. I think that its biggest advantage, it's going to save you ammo. If you just throw your scope on there, head out to the range, you're probably going to spend 3 to 4 times the amount of ammo getting it sighted in versus using a system like this. Question you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? This particular setup, like I said, this is a Site Lite 100. Retails, I think, around $99. There are cheaper versions, but the problem I found, I've used the cheaper ones, and instead of using this O-ring system, they have adapters that you screw in. And I've never, on those cheaper ones, been able to get a tight fit into the barrels of the firearms I've been using it on. In this case, like I said, between the O-rings on the end and this part being magnetized, very tight, very good seal on the barrel. But again, getting back to the costs, you're going to see them online. And again, the one thing I've noticed too is this particular brand is OEM'd out to, I've seen Cabela's brand, which is basically the same exact bore sighting system, except it's just labeled as Cabela's. I've seen it at a couple different Sportsman stores with their labels on it. And again, it's the same exact brand. I think in my case, actually, when I purchased this, the packaging was an OEM package from Cabela's, but when you open it up, it's all Site Lite. So just something to keep in mind. I would, again, it just depends on your needs. If you're changing scopes a lot, or you're doing a lot of adjustments, I think in the long run it'd be worth it just in the cost of ammo. You're going to, especially in your higher end calibers with the price of ammunition these days, I think it might be worth the investment. And it, again, like I said, it's just going to save you some time and aggravation when you get out to the range. Excuse me. One other thing, it also includes adapters for most of your pistol calibers. And one thing I used it for, we'll show my M&P here. I have a Streamlight TLR2 on my M&P, and it comes with the laser, but again, you have to adjust this out at the range. So what I did before I even took the laser system out to the range is I used the bore sighting system to zero in the laser. And again, it's not going to be perfect, but it does give you a general ballpark vicinity into the target. And like I said, on my 522 rifle, I was within 3 or 4 inches, within the first 3 shots. So in that case, again, I'm not on a 22, that's not a big deal. But I think, like I said, when you get in your higher calibers, your 223s and above, you're looking at the cost of ammo and sighting in. As a matter of fact, when I was there with my 522, a gentleman next to me had just brought out his deer hunting rifle and had to stop because he ran out of ammo and didn't have enough, and he still didn't have it sighted in properly. And I think in that case, he probably would have saved a lot of time, a lot of expenses and ammo by using a system like this. But like I said, it's up to you to weigh the cost versus the how often you would use it. They also include adapters for 12 and 16, in this particular version, 12 and 20 gauge shotgun adapters. And I think I pointed out that's what you would use this particular adapter for. So there you go. I can't really make a judgment on it. For me, it seems to work, so I can't complain. It's a Site Lite 100.